the fuck are you doing? Like, you dragging it, you doing too much. You didn't have to say all that.
Nasty, look at, she look at, she look like she classy. Look at, she look at, just look at her dancing. Look at, she look at, I took her to the man.
So hey guys, you already know what it is, what it do. It's Drash, and if ever YouTuber. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, why don't you? And for today's video, we're going to be doing, you know, a little something, you know, a little heat on ya. We're gonna bring a little heat because, you know, that's what Floridians do. We bring the heat. That's why we the sunshine state. And basically, I'm gonna be explaining Floridian slang to y'all. And obviously, I can't explain every single word and every single term that we got. So I'm just going to give you guys the top 10 and what I think is used the most from my area. And of course, you know, different parts of Florida have different slang. Different parts of Florida got different words, and different parts of Florida use different things differently. This is what South Florida uses. This is what, you know, the West Palm Beach uses, you know, the best part of Florida. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. So number one is "be." This is used for everything, anything, and everybody. Like, it's used to describe anything and everything. Like, if you don't feel like saying what exactly it is, you just say "be," and for some reason people get what you're talking about. Like, give me that "be," or I'm about to slide in that "be," or that "be" right there. Okay, like, "be" is "be." Like, it's literally everything, anything, and everyone. Everyone's a "be." And number two is "cuh." "Cuh" is, I sound really weird just saying it, like "cuh." Like, who the fuck just says "cuh"? But yeah, "cuh" is used to describe people. Like, it doesn't just have, so "cuh" is really more specific. Like, "be" is used to describe anything, everyone, and all things, while "cuh" is just used to describe people. So like, you wouldn't call a car a "cuh," but you would call a car a "be." Like, you know what I mean? Like, hop in that "be," but you wouldn't say hop in that "cuh." You would say, oh, "cuh" right there, and they talking about a person. So number three, this is what Floridians are known for. Like, everybody knows Florida. This is a Floridian term. Like, you can't say, like, if you talking about Floridian terms and you don't say this word, you're not talking about Floridian terms. And that is "jit." "Jit" is used to describe people that are smaller or younger than you. And, you know, that "jit," or my sister's a "jit" because my sister's a little kid. And if somebody calls you a "jit," they basically saying you younger or smaller than them. And I've seen people spell it like J-I-T, J-I-T-T. I feel like you a Floridian, but I'm side-eyeing you because who the fuck spells it like that? Like, it's J-H-I-T. Like everybody knows that. Like, where I'm from, we spell it J-H-I-T. Like, jit. Hit with a J, basically. Like, what you J-I-T, that looks weird. Like, when I see it, I be like, what the fuck is that? Like, ew. Put an H in there. Like, put an H in there. You missing the H. But anyways, number four is "slide," which basically means like come over, or you're going somewhere, or you're going to come over. So it's like, oh, I'm about to slide in that party, or I'm about to slide in there. Like, it's basically, you about to come over, you're going somewhere, you know, you guys get the point. You sliding. Okay, so number five is "bussin'," and that basically means something that's really good. Well, not something, I feel like it just is food that's really good, because I've never used it in any other context. I've never heard it used in any other context. It's just food that's really good. Like, you could say that rice was really bussin', you know, them plantains was bussin'. So number six is "green." So this word, I don't really hear it like all that much anymore. Like, when we were jits, like, people used it all the time and for everything, but now it's not used as much. I don't know if it's because we've grown out of it, but green basically means you did someone wrong, or you did someone dirty, or you're doing too much. And yeah, like, if you were, for example, if you have like a bag of chips and someone asked you for a bag of chips, and you basically stuffed the whole bag of chips in your mouth so that you didn't have to give it to them, you green. Like, what you did was green. Basically, you did someone dirty. What you did was too much. You didn't have to do all that. So number seven is "clean." Clean is basically you look nice and you look fresh. I feel so weird. You look fresh, like what the fuck? But yeah, you look nice. You look, you know, put together. You know, when you got the outfit on point. You know, the hair on point. You know, the shoes on point. You know, you look clean. You look good. Okay, homie, you look clean. You look clean as fuck. Okay, so number 9. Okay, so this is my editing self, and I'm a dumbass because I skipped 8. Like, obviously I don't know how to count. And yeah, we're just gonna ignore like that never happened. I know that I need to redo math because how you not know how to count, but let's pretend that didn't happen. So yeah, bout it. I feel like everyone knows what this means, but you know, Floridians use it too, so I'm including it in here. So bout it basically means you're serious about whatever you're doing. Like if you talk all that gangbanging things, like you be like, oh, I'm gonna shoot a bitch, like I ain't afraid to shoot a bitch, like I'm gonna shoot that shit up. And if somebody says you bout it, like he really bout that shit, he really bout it. That means you're not fronting, like you're not playing, like you really will shoot up the shit, like you really not, no jokes, like you really will shoot up the shit, like you bout it. Or if a girl's like, oh, I'll fight any hoe up in here, and someone says, oh, she bout it, she really bout that shit, that means, you know, she'll really fight any hoe, like she's not scared to fight any hoe up in here. Basically what it means. This term, I don't really hear it a lot. I hear it here and there, and that's probably because I don't say mutton it. Like me and my friend groups say dragging it, and mutton it are basically the same thing. And it basically means you're doing too much, like you going overboard, you doing over the top, like you doing things that you didn't even have to do. And it's not in a good way. Like I don't ever use it in a good way. Okay, so it's editing self again, this time with a hot pocket. But I just wanted to add my little 2 cents in. And for mutton it, it's not just like dragging it too far, it's you took it so far that you messed it up. Okay, that's why I always use it in a bad way. That's why it's not good, because you messed it up. You took it too far and you messed up whatever was happening. So yeah, so like maybe for example, most of the time how I use it is like maybe I said a joke, and when a joke is told, you know, you bringing it out, you know, you telling other jokes, you pulling it out, and maybe someone said something that goes like way overboard or way too far, I'd be like, yo, you dragging it, like what the fuck are you doing, like you dragging it, you doing too much, you didn't have to say all that, now you said it and now someone's feeling is hurt, like you dragging it, like the joke is done, like give it up, okay, you mutton it basically. So yeah, so yeah, those are the top 10 Floridian terms that I use and people around me use. If you're from some other part of Florida, be free to comment down below what y'all use. If you're from another state, feel free to comment down y'all slang. You know, it's, you know, interact in these comments, okay? You know, so so yeah, that's basically it. See you later, see you next time, see you around, bye.